no other God. I am the first, and I am the last, and beside me is no God. Isaiah 44:6. I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage. Thou shalt have none other gods before me. Deuteronomy 5:6. Thou shalt have no other God beside me. As long as man entertains a belief in a power apart from himself, so long will he rob himself of the being that he is. Again, as long as man entertains a belief in a power apart from himself, so long will he rob himself of the being that he is. Every belief in powers apart from himself, whether for good or evil, will become the mold of the graven image worshipped. The belief in the potency of drugs to heal, diets to strengthen, monies to secure are the value or money changers that must be thrown out of the power. He can then unfailingly manifest that quality. This understanding throws out the money changer's temple. Ye are the temple of the living God, Corinthians 3:16. And what agreement hath the temple of God with idols? For ye are the temple of the living God, as God hath said, I will dwell in them, and walk in them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. Corinthians 6:16. A temple made without hands. It is written, My house shall be called of all nations a house of prayer, but ye have made it a den of thieves. Matthew 21:13. For mine house shall be called an house of prayer for all people. Isaiah 56:7. The thieves who rob you are your own false beliefs. Again, the thieves who rob you are your own false beliefs. It is your belief in a thing, not the thing itself, that aids you. There is only one power. I am He. Because of your belief in external things, you think power into them by transferring the power that you are to the external thing. Realize you yourself are the power you have mistakenly given to outer conditions. The Bible compares the opinionated man to the camel who could not go through the needle's eye. The needle's eye referred to was a small gate in the wall of Jerusalem, which was so narrow that a camel could not go through it until relieved of its pack. The rich man, that is, the one burdened with the false human concepts, cannot enter the kingdom of heaven until relieved of his burden. Matthew 19:23. Any more than could the camel go through this small gate. Man feels so secure in his man-made laws, opinions, and beliefs that he invests them with an authority they do not possess. Satisfied that his knowledge is all, he remains unaware that all outward appearances are but states of mind externalized. When he realizes that the consciousness of a quality externalizes that quality without the aid of any other or many values and establishes the one true value, his own consciousness. The Lord is in his holy temple. Habakkuk 2:20. Consciousness dwells within that which it is conscious of being. I am is the Lord and man, his temple. Knowing that consciousness objectifies itself, man must forgive all men for being that which they are. He must realize that all are expressing, without the aid of another, that which they are conscious of being. Peter, the enlightened or disciplined man, knew that a change of consciousness would produce a change of expression. Instead of sympathizing with the beggars of life at the temple's gate, he declared, "Silver and gold have I none for thee, but such as I have, the consciousness of freedom, give I unto thee." Acts 3:6. Stir up the gift within you. Wherefore I put thee in remembrance that thou stir up the gift of God which is in thee. Stop begging and claim yourself to be that which you decide to be. Again, stop begging and claim yourself to be that which you decide to be. Do this, and you too will jump from your crippled world into the world of freedom, singing praises to the Lord, I am. Far greater is He that is in you than he that is in the world. Ye are of God, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is He that is in you than he that is in the world. John 4:4. This is the cry of everyone who finds his awareness of being to be God. Your recognition of this fact will automatically cleanse the temple, your consciousness, of the thieves and robbers, restoring to you that dominion over things which you lost the moment you forgot the command, "Thou shalt have no other God beside me." The foundation stone. Let every man take heed how he buildeth thereon. For other foundations can no man lay than that is laid, which is Jesus Christ. Now, if man builds upon this foundation gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, stubble, every man's work shall be made manifest, for the day shall declare it. Corinthians 3:10. The foundation of all expression is consciousness. Try as man will, he cannot find a cause of manifestation other than his consciousness of being. Man thinks he has found the cause of disease in germs, the cause of war in conflicting political ideologies and greed. All such discoveries of man, catalogued as the essence of wisdom, are foolishness in the eyes of God. There is only one power, and this power is God, and this God is consciousness. It kills, it makes alive, it wounds, it heals, it does all things, good, bad, or indifferent. Man moves in a world that is nothing more or less than his consciousness objectified. Not knowing this, he wars against his reflections while he keeps alive the light and the images which project the reflections. Again, man, not knowing this, He wars against his reflections while he keeps alive the light and the images which project the reflections. I am the light of the world. John 8:12. I am, or consciousness is, this light. That which I am conscious of being, my conception of myself, such as I am rich, I am healthy, I am free, are the images. The world is the mirror magnifying all that I am conscious of being. Again, the world is the mirror magnifying all that I am conscious of being. Stop trying to change the world, since it is only the mirror. Man's attempt to change the world by force is as fruitless as breaking a mirror in the hope of changing his face. Leave the mirror and change your face. Leave the world alone and change your conceptions of yourself. The reflection then will be satisfactory. Freedom or imprisonment, satisfaction or frustration can only be differentiated by the consciousness of being. Regardless of your problem, its duration or its magnitude, careful attention to these instructions will in an amazingly short time eliminate even the memory of the problem. Ask yourself this question: how would I feel if I were free? The very moment you sincerely ask this question, the answer comes. No man can tell another the satisfaction of his desire fulfilled. It remains for each within himself to experience the feeling and joy of this automatic change of consciousness. The feeling or thrill that comes to one in response to his self-questioning is the father state of consciousness, or foundation stone upon which the conscious change is built. Just how this feeling will embody itself, no one knows, but it will. The Father, or consciousness, has ways that no man knows. It is the unalterable law. All things express their nature. As you were a feeling, it becomes your nature. Again, all things express their nature. As you were a feeling, it becomes your nature. It might take a moment or a year. It is entirely dependent upon the degree of conviction. As doubts vanish and you can feel, I am this, you begin to develop the fruits or the nature of the thing you are feeling yourself to be. When a person buys a new hat or pair of shoes, he thinks everybody now knows that they are new. He feels unnatural with his newly acquired apparel until it becomes a part of him. The same applies to the wearing of the new states of consciousness. When you ask yourself the question, how would I feel if my desire were at this moment realized? The automatic reply, until it is properly conditioned by time and use, is actually disturbing. The period of adjustment to realize this potential of consciousness is comparable to the newness of wearing apparel. Not knowing that consciousness is ever outpicturing itself in conditions round about you, like Lot's wife, you continually look back upon your problem and again become hypnotized by its seeming naturalness. Genesis 19. Heed the words of Jesus, or salvation. Leave all and follow me. Let the dead bury the dead. Your problem might have you so hypnotized by its seeming reality and naturalness that you find it difficult to wear the new feeling or consciousness of your Savior. You must assume this garment if you would have results. Again, you must assume this garment if you would have results. The stone or consciousness which the builders rejected would not wear is the chief cornerstone, and other foundations no man can lay. To him that hath